commission that they are going to investigate, because any soul that has been lost in this country must be accounted for. That they can continue killing, but they must know that the end game is that any soul, any blood that have been spilled in this country unjustifiably must be accounted for. So the reason why we are with you is because, yes, you stand for justice and freedom, and that is what we are pursuing. But we don't want to pursue in a political manner. We are pursuing it in a movement, because we have seen political outfits. They end up being tribal. They end up, balkanizing and divide and rule agenda. That is why we really want to disassociate from that side. So we are sorry for that. But of course, we hope that you are part of the movement, even with your political outfit, even as we are mobilizing now for 11/11. And also, if maybe, because in that platform, your political outfit, we can maybe now in this movement to use it as a mouthpiece, that maybe sometimes you want to table agenda through the mainstream media. We don't need to go as a movement, but you can just go not as on behalf of movement, but just the voices that is within the movement is what you will be addressing there. I don't know whether you are getting me from that angle. That is the reason why we need you.
Good clarity, Fabish. Actually, you don't have to be sorry. You see, we talk till we come into the unity of how we unity of strategy, unity of faith, and so that we act as one. And you see, activism tailored with advocacy becomes very, very, very effective. And from political party, the clarity I wanted to bring to the table, a number of clarity. We have a number of issues that are affecting us, even in our political democratic space. Somebody says good democracy is good economy. Good economy, as somebody used to say, siasa mbaya, maisha mbaya. Siasa chafu, maisha, and the reverse. So for us to get good democracy, then we must have functional institutions. And political scientists will tell you that the major impediment to good democracy is populism, personism, and tribalism. And the challenge we've been having, and Fambi, I think that is what we are having today, and that's a lens that we should be very careful not to use to stereotype good democracy. We've had populism, and we've had personism, and a tribalism, which actually is not a good democracy. And what we are fighting for is a democratic space which is driven by issues which are citizen-centered. But we've been having regimes hiding around political parties. Like now, Justice and Freedom Party, I'm happy you are getting to know us. You cannot be registered as a party if you're not national. As I speak, we have aspirants, even in Wajir, in Lamu, candidates who are elected in our party. We are all over the country. And the nationalistic aspect of it actually is what as labor as is for. You'll hear us in so many things that I will highlight later. But we need to distinguish between populism, personism that we are having currently. And political scientists will tell you that they are a danger, they are impediment to proper democratic practice, because a populist will require sycophants to surround them, and those populists normally they have a party. Without them, there is no party, and those are how you can describe. Actually, that's what defines maybe one or two or four political parties that you famously know, because most of them are centered around individuals, not issues. They're not nationalistic. You take away those individuals, you cease to have a party. And these are the challenges we've had, because populism thrives around tribalism, thrives around sycophants, where there is no accountability. Sometimes you might even be surprised that Ruto is not even being advised, because he surrounded himself with sycophants, he's surrounded himself with individuals who are incompetent, and guess what? These are the results we're seeing to date. So if we were to allow institutions to work, because the change that we are pushing for, and accountability matrix that we are judging them with, is the constitution that we, the people, gave to ourselves. And we, the people, as we gave ourselves the constitutions to rule ourselves, and the sovereign authority still solely relies or belongs to the people, and we can exercise its fabric directly or indirectly. Now we have two scenarios of what you've explained. We can suspend the constitution and exercise our sovereign authority directly without the constitution. But still, we can exercise our sovereign authority directly through the constitution. And that will mandate us to then empower the institutional foundations that we need to remain effective. So if the political structure or the political formation that the Constitution has given us is currently through the political parties and Political Parties Act, then it will be wise. I saw Raila sometimes abscond, boycotted the election, a repeat election during Maraga against Uhuru. And what happened? The election went on. Uhuru just won.
Justice, just hold on there. I want to put it this way. Then I will give Xavier so that you can answer together. First, is that, we have been discussing in these places, but, one thing that politicians, they will always deny it is because sometimes a lot of politicians, they are driven by ambitions. One thing that is very clear in this country is that the constitution has been suspended, not by the Kenyans, by the movement, or by Kenyans who are yearning for change, but by the regime itself. It is not working in parliament, it is not working in judiciary, it is not working in the executive, it is not working in the security sector, it is not working in the health sector. So currently, as we are speaking, the constitution has been suspended by one William Ruto. That is, no matter which language, how we want to arrange our words, they are operating outside the constitution. The country is being on autopilot. It is not driven again by the supreme law of the land. That is the reality of things on the ground. And that is why we are saying that now what we need is through the popular revolution first. After that now is when we can restore the order of constitutionalism and law and order in this country. But we cannot fight in his own space where he is good at thriving at. We have seen offices being created outside the constitution and yet using our taxpayers' money, and nothing is being done. Nowhere to address the judiciary as totally, they are blind, they have closed their ears, they are not seeing evil, they are not hearing evil. Now, we as Kenyans, we cannot be hopeless. We cannot stay as if we are begging anyone permission to be in this country. That's why we are saying, Kwamba, constitution we may suspend, we are ready to go that way, but we are going to take the power back. And the good thing is, at least you suspend the constitution, lakini sisi, we will use that one chapter in the constitution that the power belongs to the people, and now we are going to take that power. In that chapter, it did not tell us that we need a political outfit to take that power, but we just need to go and grab that power and take it unto ourselves. Then now we decide on how we want to donate that power, or how we want to exercise that power, whether we continue exercising it directly or whether now we want to donate it. And so that is the stand, and that is what every Kenyan can attest. So I know, in as much as you belong to this generation that is yearning for change, but the system currently cannot favor any, someone that is purporting to operate in the constitution that has been suspended, that is not there, now here. So let me give to Xavier, because I know